When I was a kid, my family was very poor and lived in an old trailer on a piece of land that belonged to my grandfather. This piece of land was in a very small town in the middle of nowhere in Texas and was almost completely covered in forest. The town itself was a typical small country town where the only entertainment was soccer, and a lot of people got drunk on the weekends. This was in the 90s. Our town was so backwoods and relatively quiet that no one ever locked their doors at night or installed an alarm system. Our trailer had 2 bedrooms, and our parents slept in the living room on a fold-out couch. One night when everyone had gone to bed, my dad wakes up to the feeling that there is someone in the room. He looks around a bit and sees a large male figure sitting in a chair a few feet away from the bed. My dad immediately turns on the light and sees our neighbor named Carter, who lived down the street. Carter, as far as everyone knew, was a frequent substance abuser and was constantly in trouble with the law because of it. My father asked what the hell he was doing here and told him to leave, but Carter said, "I can't leave. I'm being haunted by demons and your house is the only safe place." My father, who is a rather large and intimidating man, said that if Carter didn't leave the house this minute, this place would cease to be safe. "If I go out, they'll grab me. They've been chasing me all night. If they catch me, I'll die." My dad replied that there were no demons, but if Carter didn't get the hell out of our house, he would definitely die. Then my mom woke up and started threatening Carter as well. And while she may not be as big, she was just as intimidating as my dad. I still think it was her anger that finally scared Carter away. My father got up, locked the door, and watched through the blinds as Carter left. Since Carter thought he couldn't outrun the demons on his own too, he stole our car, where my father always left the keys. He drove it around for about an hour. We called the police, and it took them that long to get to us, since the nearest police station was about 20 or 30 minutes away. Carter eventually got our car back, was arrested, and sent to the lockup. Then the worst part began. When he was released, he started calling us. All we heard on the phone was him saying, "I'll bloody kill you." He called us for years. He also followed us from house to house. Even though we always had different numbers, we even changed states, but he still somehow found our address and phone number. The calls stopped when I was about 12. I found out later that around that time Carter decided that the best thing he could do was to pour gasoline on himself and set himself on fire.